Hey all, how are you? Good. So, we're here to do a reading for those that are new, which is gonna be everyone. Welcome. I'm happy to be here. So, I am a reader and I originally opened to my YouTube and I was under Chic Hot Mess Mystic. Well, I am so blessed that I have a stalker, and one of the things, and it's pretty much hitting a year now, and it's still happening. So I don't think the person is ever going to leave me alone. Now, I know many of you are like, well, there's a million things you could do. Trust me. If there's something that you could do, I've done it. But I decided just to take the risk and start a completely new YouTube. So this is a brand new YouTube. This is going to be a YouTube that is going to be primarily focused on a couple signs, not all. As the channel grows, if it does, we're going to attempt to do this. This is like something I'm totally winging. So as you can imagine, starting something and then having to redo it, but we're going to go and do it anyways. Chose the Scorpionics to do it. So this is going to be a reading for my Scorpio risings. I decided with this channel, I'm a shadow reader. I prefer to read shadows, which is ultimately things that essentially maybe we brought to this lifetime with us, and or they're little traits that could be triggering us based on planetary things, chart things, etc., etc. So with this channel, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow spirit to kind of speak through me and decide how I'm going to read, who I'm going to read for, and go from there. But this specific reading is going to be for Scorpio risings. So if you were a Scorpio rising in a Vedic and or tropical D9, any of your charts, you might be able to resonate with this reading. I used to do tarot, and I decided that I'm going to, for right now, stop doing tarot. And I am a channeler, a very, 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 very strong channeler. So what we're going to do is we are going to be channeling the message. So I'm going to grab some of our decks. And guys, I haven't been on the YouTube, pretty much for like 6 months. So bear with me. We're gonna redo this and we're gonna see how it goes. I've been doing more personals. I was gonna stick with that, but I just feel like spirit keeps kind of pushing me. So I'm like, fine, I surrender and I will do the readings. We'll start a new channel and we'll see what exactly happens. For those that are new, again, which is all of you, thank you so much for spending your time being here, and let's just get started. Okay. Okay, so it's been like 6 months, and I feel like all my decks are totally calling to me, because they're like, where have you been all of our lives? So we are going to start off right off the bat to kind of loosen the energy as I go in and shuffle with Alice. I have I guess I have two fairy decks. So this is going to be my Alice deck. I'll start showing you guys, and we'll go from there, okay? So again, feel free to subscribe if you want to. This is my brand new channel. Literally, I'm struggling with it already because I can't even figure out how to do a profile picture. But I think that I just need to be on something. So we'll figure it out. I literally opened it today and I'm throwing a reading out today. We're going to see how this goes. So this is for Scorpio risings. Give me some energy for Scorpion risings, my love. From above. This is going to be for my Scorpions. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go deep. We're just gonna dive right in, I guess. Welcome back. Scorpio risings. Scorpio risings. Give me my Scorpio risings. Now, hopefully we're gonna make this short and sweet. My old channel, I used to drag readings on. I didn't drag them on. They drove me on. They used to last a little too long. So I'm hoping that's not going to be my vibe again. But whatever. Beloved gets. So we already had some spontaneous ones pop out with my grandmother deck. It looks like 4 cards right off the bat. Okay, here we go. So, Scorpio risings, we're diving right in. So we got dreams upright, rejection reverse, wish upright, and awakening. It looks like we are awakening and we're moving past any situation where we were rejected, where we maybe did not feel like we were getting the elevation, I'm hearing, that we needed. We're moving past stagnancy. It definitely looks like ingenuine people are not really going to be our vibe right now. Cool, we're switching. Okay, cool. We're releasing what no longer is good for us. We're learning to be intimate with ourselves. We're learning to love and appreciate ourselves. We're learning to understand really just the sexual nature of ourselves. Undergrounded. I feel like anyone or anything, I'm being told that basically was imprisoning, literally I'm hearing imprisoning us. We're literally getting and gaining so much sexually, you know, just erotically fucking sensational energy that's literally just bursting at your seams, Scorpio risings. I feel like Scorpio risings, you guys are literally just you're not able to hold it back anymore. I'm getting goosebumps up and down, so I know I'm correct. You're not able to hold it back anymore. You're just ready for something. It's literally just, I don't know if you have someone that was being a little bit, you know, not necessarily authentic to who they are, or they were trying to maybe make you feel like you weren't the best version and or person for yourself, but literally, I wonder what will happen next. I feel like you're literally starting to just burst at this sensation and extra. I'm literally covered in goosebumps right now, you guys, and I'm obviously in a long sleeve shirt. You're just like, let's do this. Let's make it happen. Okay, Spirit. Like, I know we're really excited. I'm reading right now, but we need to calm down, please. Almost have prize. Trying to please everyone. Reverse. We don't give a fuck. Pardon me, I don't think you're supposed to sound on YouTube, but on my first channel, I didn't ever really monitor that anyways. But I'm gonna try to. So we really just don't care. I want to be a queen, starting your sovereignty, your freedom. You're literally passing a test. You're literally saying, I don't care what you do. This is me. Get over it, Scorpions. You're literally able to literally break through some sort of entrapment, whether it was something and or someone trying to put it onto you, whether it's someone that thinks that they have the illusion of control. Whoever this is that you were dealing with, they have an illusion that they had some sort of false ideology of control of which they didn't truly have. And I think basically what's happening is you're literally awakening your senses to that. You're no longer allowing people, Scorpio risings, to interfere in your thoughts and your opinions, and you're fucking just kind of, pardon my French, you're literally kind of just like, you know, beep, this is who I am. I'm sorry if you can't handle my sexy ass, but this is what it is. And at the end of the day, all you do is cause me wounds. We got wounds in the upright, but I'm healed from them. Without you allowing these wounds to be a part of me, I wouldn't be able to show and prove to you, to the world, right? Show to you, to the world. You're essentially saying this to people in a physical way. Just your being, just the way that you're holding yourself. You know, you're not allowing anyone to tell you who you are, Scorpio. You are showing them what a true Scorpio does. And how at the end of the day, a true Scorpio rebirths. They use those wounds to literally be able to allow people to see that they don't need to rely on codependency. That everything that is within you is literally within you. And you can allow others to be able to share and gain that gift, Scorpions. It looks like the dancing person enchantment is in reverse. I feel as though the reason that's in reverse, Scorpions, is because whoever it is that is like obsessed with you, energetically trying to pull you, whatever they're trying to do. Again, trying. That is the key word in this whole entire reading, is they're trying. Because the reality is whoever's trying to do this, if they're doing this, trying to pull on your energy, they're doing it in a couple of different ways, right? Because there's only so many ways you can do this. They're either trying to do spell work, most likely, or they're trying to get their whole posse to go in, like, right? But the reality is, Scorpion risings, you're so freaking phenomenal. I did it. You're so freaking phenomenal that at the end of the day, they cannot do anything. Because at the end of the day, you're saying, so you're telling me you need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people to try to take me. Just single me down, right? Scorpions? And you still can't even be as enchanting as me. You still don't even, all you want to do is not acknowledge who I am and try to put wounds on me, not even realizing that all, this energy and or spellcraft, right? Because some people do that, even though I don't agree with that. Why do I not agree with that? It's really simple. It's the laws of attraction. You should Google it. It's just important for us all to know everything. So we don't shut down things. But the realistic aspect of it is you have the power to have and create anything that you want. When you feel as though you need to bond yourself to something and or do something to manipulate the energy, that is essentially telling, universe, God, whatever your concept of belief is, that you're not strong enough to do it on your own. And that's bull crap is what that is. You do. You're a Scorpio rising. That means what you're showing the world is Scorpionicness. Your actions will speak louder than your words. And by you doing, now people often don't always realize how you're emotionally feeling because you're obviously sometimes, Scorpions don't sit there and just tell you their feelings. No, Scorpions would be like, so sit down, tell me how you feel. You know what I mean? But they're not sitting here. And if they do tell you about them, I think some people are very confused because what they don't realize is Scorpions tell them what they want them to know. So even if they're going to look like they're oversharing, they're not. They're being very specific on what they're saying for a very specific reason. It is a Scorpion nature. It is who we are. So Spirit, let's give us some closing out things. What do Scorpions have to focus on this next week? Okay, Spirit. What do Scorpions have to say to me for this next week? So it does look like balance is key. So if you feel like you're going through highs and lows, ups and downs, whether it's an inner balance issue that you're having, Spirit's really wanting you to maybe focus on the fact that when you are having days when you're like, why am I feeling this way? Just remind yourself, okay, you're being a little bit of a Scorpio. We might be playing and being a little too deep within ourselves right now. When we do decide to not allow ourselves to feel the feelings that we're feeling, that came up with balance. What we're doing is we're not allowing ourselves to emotionally feel what we're feeling, which we can't necessarily do and be able to say that we're human, right? Because part of our experience here in the 3D is being able to emotionally feel those feelings. That doesn't mean you need to sit and share, and that doesn't mean you need to sit and cry about it for weeks. But if you wake up and have one day where you feel a little off, give yourself a break. Maybe do things that day that will kind of calm the energy. So like, just say you're really feisty. Maybe after work one day, find a way to go to the water. Do you know what I mean? Or the mountain. Or if you feel like you're kind of feeling a little off and emotional and or too deep, I would probably recommend maybe going and being more kept to yourself. And if you are that day, you don't owe anyone an explanation of anything. If you just need to go and chill out and hang out and check out gossips check out gossips, online and stuff, and flip through your phone and kind of do those things for the day, do those things. At the end of the day, you're not going to get behind because you have feelings. It's when you entrap yourself on those feelings that things will start to get a little bit slippery. Okay? Okay. Anything closing for this week that my Scorpion risings need to focus on? Keep your temper. So there could be something coming. Shine bright like the candle you are. Exactly. So you're doing really amazing. And unfortunately, there are some people that they don't necessarily know how to handle things the way that you do. And they're not as adaptable. And because of this, they have issues often with anxiety, this false illusion of control, like thinking they're controlling you through manipulation, when in reality is they're controlling themselves, because all they're doing is spending their life thinking about you, but not truly having you, which we're not even gonna go there. So really making sure, my Scorpion risings, that you are relaxing, and anytime someone's trying to like just, or you're being nice and they're just acting like you're burdening on them, they're having their own self-esteem problems. That's not your problem. And as I do, honestly, to kind of remind them of how they're treating me, the way that I handle it is that someone goes, oh, it's available, you know, and you're just sitting here like, I just walked in the house, and you're already like trying to tell me what you think that I'm gonna do, or tell me what you think that I need, instead of communicating in an effective way. I often just bring it back in. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I do my little Scorpion thing, which is kind of like, this is my boundary, and I say, oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that I needed to use this? Or don't worry, like I always say, I will let you know if I need to. So it reminds them that you're not wanting to deal with them. Their issue is not your problem, it's their own, and they can't use you as a subject to kind of go off on. Now, you will still hit those people where it's still, there's just always an issue. They have no self-control themselves. They could be medicated. You know, it could be a million different things that are kind of making their emotional instability in their life, and they're not maybe in tune enough to be able to address and understand and identify with what that truly is and why that's triggering for them. Maybe, again, there are truly just people out there, and I've been able to witness them, that they're completely ignorant to things. Because at the end of the day, if you were to tell them that's wrong, there's so much I need to be a perfectionist because I have no love in my heart for myself, that there's absolutely nothing you can do to change that. That is an issue that they choose to ignore every day of their life. Telling themselves or allowing themselves to be told by others or by themselves that they're not good enough, they're not going to be good enough, and or if they're not a perfectionist, they're never going to get what they want. Do not get tied up in their pity acts that they put upon themselves. That's a choice that they make every single day, whether they choose to medicate with it and ignore the reality of their own truth, and or whether you say anything. You can't fix someone. That's for divine, and that's also called karma. So we have to live through our own karma. Your only thing you need to worry about right now is, holy fuck, abundance coming in for you financially. If you keep learning to relax and avoiding the people that have issues with the world, because the reality is it's not working out the way that they want it to, their life, and instead of looking at themselves, because they put themselves on such a platform like they're so perfect, and because again they try to be perfect, therefore since they're doing it, they are, instead of realizing that they're not really doing anything besides on the train of insanity, which is just going and doing the same shit over and over, expecting it to change. When you can't change until you walk away from something, you free yourself from it for 3 to 6 months, and then you figure yourself out. So thank you so much, Scorpio Risings, for being here. I hope you subscribe so maybe I can get a subscriber for my new channel, but I understand how life is. Bye!